Welcome back to Farming with Family. Today we are cutting alfalfa. So this is the alfalfa that you saw in the video of my brother and where he planted this for me. It's finally grown. It's about the 10th of August now. It took its sweet time getting going just because of the weather conditions we had. We planted it and then it was dry on top. And a lot of the seeds didn't sprout. A few sprouted right away, and then we got some rain, then more sprouted. So it's a little bit uneven. A lot of it's flowering now, so it's definitely time to cut it. But I waited as long as I could for the young, immature stuff to stretch. So that's grown pretty good. So now we're just cutting it, trying to figure out how to dry for it. It's not super tall, so it doesn't really want to lay over very well when you cut it. So driving a little bit faster, it cuts easy enough. So I figured out driving a little bit faster kind of knocks it down as it gets cut. So, but it's working pretty well. Haven't gotten stuck. This is the field where he got stuck in with his tractor and almost got stuck twice with the front wheel assist tractor. So we're gonna cut some alfalfa today. Also, my right-hand man is right fast asleep. Just something about tractors puts both my kids to sleep. So since I figured out that I need to drive a little bit faster to get it to cut nice, I'm driving in this tractor. It's a quad range in B3. Usually when I cut ditches with this sycamore, I drive in B1, maybe B2 if the grass is really nice. So driving in B3, it feels like I'm going warp speed. But you do get some ground covered that way. Okay, I'm done with the main part. Now I'm working on, there's a little sliver in this corner, and there's another little sliver over there. So just working on cutting these. This stuff isn't quite as tall, but we'll cut it down either way. Little bit of the alfalfa. This stuff in this corner, some of it was pretty short, some of it was a little bit longer, but overall kind of short. But the first year you can't expect to get too terribly much. So we're done with this, and then we keep working on ditches. So we'll probably work on that maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Last little bit of the alfalfa. This stuff in this corner, some of it was pretty short, some of it was a little bit longer, but overall kind of short. But the first year you can't expect to get too terribly much. So we're done with this, and then we keep working on ditches. So we'll probably work on that maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Alright, we're raking. This alfalfa's dried enough. We did get a rain on it, unfortunately, but sometimes you can't help that. But it's dry enough. It's not too dry where the leaves are falling off, but it's just about the right time to get it raked, so we're gonna get it raked up. So like I said, when we were cutting it, there's not a whole lot here. You can see the stand was thin, but gotta cut it anyways. So I'm doing 4 passes, which is roughly like 36 feet into one windrow. That's what that 4 passes made. So we'll see how many bales we get off here. Alright, we got this main field raked, and there's a little sliver in the back corner. I got that all raked. Wasn't a whole lot there. And then we have one more sliver to do, and then we're done. So I'm just touching up this windrow that we didn't really lay together very well. So we'll get this all finished raking, then we'll wait for it to get a little bit dewy out this evening until we bale it. Otherwise, all the leaves and nutrition parts of the plant fall off, and then it doesn't make as good of hay. So we'll wait till a little bit this evening. Yesterday we raked the alfalfa, and this morning we're gonna bale it. It has a little bit of dew on it, so the leaves should stay on there. That's part of the nutritious part for the cows. So we're gonna get it baled up. Shouldn't take too long. I made the first bale. I think we're gonna wait for about an hour. It's mostly dry, but there's a few, I don't know, I almost think it's just a little bit, tiny bit too damp. These corn stalks are from last year, since this was corn last year. You just get some of those in the first time you rake it, but I'll show you the bale. It's made a nice tight bale, but I think I'm gonna wait just a little bit. Some of these stems are a little bit too damp, and you get one of those and it'll just, if it's too wet, it'll just mold right away on you. So we're gonna wait just a little bit. We got the main field baled. I came back a couple hours later and it was dry enough. So far I am on, this will be bale number 13 that I've almost done. And I think I might get maybe 2 more after that, so it'll be a total of about 14 or 15 off of this field. Not very good, but we'll get it made, and who knows, maybe we'll get a second cutting, but I kind of doubt it for how late it's getting in the season, but you never know. One thing about alfalfa, it does make a nice bale. It's going to be probably a 1,900 pound bale, so nice and heavy, pretty tight bale. Cows will like it in January. All right, today we're gonna start working on taking this old hay wagon, and we're gonna be taking off the platform. What happened is, when my dad was still alive, he was using it. I think one of these brackets came undone, or the bolts came undone. It slid off. He had a full load of bales on here, so like 15 bales, and it pushed forward, bending that middle tube in an arc. So the running gear part, besides the tube, is good. The hay rack part is good. So I'm actually going to take the hay rack part off and then shorten it up and put it on my pintle hitch trailer that I pull with my pickup, and we're going to use that for hauling hay with. Then I don't have to tie it down, and it just fits better. And then I'm not 100% sure yet, but I kind of want to take the running gear part, get a longer tube, and make it into a header trailer. So that's what we're going to work on today. I got to take the grinder and start by cutting off these bolts here, and then I think the hay rack part should just lift off. There's one side. That one's off. Only about 12 more to go. 11 more to go. All right, these all came off really fast, but if you saw, the camera fell off because some of these have a little tension on them. This one's really tight, and I don't really feel like standing here if this is going to go moving quite a bit. So I cut it most of the way, and I'm going to hit it with the bar to get it off the rest of the way. Okay, that was non-dramatic. But I'd rather have it that way than get popped in the face by some hard iron. All right, now just 6 more on the other side. Found a few more spots where it's tied down. Actually, this one isn't tied down, but up in the front, I'm gonna have to do some more cutting. because this cross beam has been welded to this bar, where before I think it just sat on there, but it got welded on there at some point. So I'm going to cut that pillar off and that pillar off over there, and then it should be ready to come off. Okay, I got more cutting blades, and yesterday we started working on making our header trailer. So we got the beams cut to the length that we want. We got to figure out some way to lengthen the middle part of the trailer, or the running gear, and then we kind of got to figure out how we're gonna elevate one side, so when you put the combine on, or the head on, that it's tilted back a little bit so you can unhook. But we're gonna keep working on this over the next few days and hopefully get it done. But now I can keep cutting on my hay rack and get that all put back together. Got this side done for the most part. I gotta kind of smooth that out with the grinder wheel. This one I got mostly cut off until I ran out of battery. Then I got my other electric grinder, and then that started smoking. So we're gonna wait till my battery's charged and we'll try this later. I finally got the hay rack put on the trailer. I got the old feet or brackets cut off that were wrecked, and I got it lined up, got it chained down where I want it. I measured how long I want it to be, and I'm going to cut about 66 inches off of it. So I did one. I decided to use my Sawzall, and that actually worked pretty good. So then I'll keep marking the rest and getting them cut. But I made it, let's see, 21 feet long. It should work just fine. I'll overlap the front bale about 6 inches, and then the back bale will be about even, and then they should all stay on without having to tie them down. So I should be able to go 4 long on the bottom 2 rows, and then on the top it'll be 3 long, and that kind of holds the back and front from rocking forward. We'll get some of these pipes cut. That one's done. My blade was shot in the middle. This one is done too. I think they're just some cheap blades I had sitting around. Got 2 done. Got 7 more to go. I think I'll run out of blades before I run out of pipe. That's got to be some good quality metal, because man, that stuff cuts hard. It's pretty thick, but I'll keep working on these. It's off. All right, got it cut to the length I want. Now it's time to go get some bales. Got my hay trailer all loaded, and it looks like it's gonna work good. I think I'm gonna put a strap over the very front just because it's the first time. Just want to make sure the bales wouldn't rock and hit the cab. But I even had a little bit of room in the back, so glad my measuring came out just right. But we'll get this hauled home. Well, the trailer works good. All the bales unloaded. Now I'm gonna go get another stack, but this is where I'm gonna end the video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And last little fun fact, with this video, we've already reached 500 subscribers on this channel, so thanks for everyone that's subscribed, and if you like it, please keep sharing with your friends and family so we can keep getting it bigger and show more people what we do on the farm.